Spartans! What is your profession? This is Sparta!
What is going on, everybody? Do me a favor. You can hear me? I want to hear yeehaw in the comments. I don't believe I just said that. But anyway, we're back with another episode with the Spartan Arena. Yes, we had a little difficulties with the intro, but hopefully that's the only problem we have. So,
This is Sparta!
today we are talking about, are we ready for AI? See, before we go ahead, do me a favor, hit the like, share, and subscribe. If you're first time tuning in, give me a shout out. Let me see who is in the chats. And if you're repeating, also give me a shout out. I love to hear from you guys. So let's talk about AI for a minute. What is the first thing comes to your mind? Right now, we are in a unique time in our world, AI. So before I do that, actually, let me drop the link. Whoever wants to join us, please feel free. I'm gonna change a couple of the rules tonight. So I usually need your camera on and your mic. And so tonight is going to be a special episode. So you don't need to have your camera on. You can have your mic on, and I'm more okay with that. But here's the catch: when you come backstage, I have to see who you are. Make sure you're legit. I know, no problems. So please do me a favor, just for a minute, just turn the camera. I'll say something in the back chat, say, hey, you good? Then you can turn it off. Then I'll put you on. That's all I ask. So AI. AI kind of like, I welcome it and it scares me at the same time. The reason it scares me, because who's seen Terminator? Who's seen all these movies that robots go crazy? And it's a legit thing. It's not a bullshit thing. It can happen to all of us. So, AI. That is the biggest question I have. Let me get my questionnaire up here. Am I open? Dialogue. Okay. Are we ready? That's the biggest question I want to hear. Right now, we have two major platforms that I know for a fact is going to be in our hands, in our phones. The one is already out. It's Samsung's AI. Very basic name. And I believe Google is calling, Apple is calling theirs Apple AI, I think it was. Let me look it up because I don't remember. My brain just took a shit on it. Let's see what it's called. apologize. AI. Okay, Apple Intelligence is called. I apologize, guys. So Apple Intelligence is the newest, biggest thing Apple's releasing with the new iOS 18, a whole overhaul of their iPhones. I'm personally very excited at that. But we're not even talking about that right now. We are talking about the AI. So what is this so special about it? So what we do know is we need to understand that the importance of crafting intelligent is development into a almost a living organism in a technology way. This is going to think for us. It's going to do things for us. Maybe some things we are not actually ready to understand that. Maybe it's just a thing for us. We don't know that. Okay. The development, it could be healthcare. It could be everyday stuff. Let's use the Roombas for example. You literally, you know, knows where to vacuum. That's a form of AI stuff. And of course, we have our unofficial cheerleader. It says, "Hey, good evening. Make sure you hit the like and prescribe upcoming arrival." Hee ha! I can't believe I just said that. Hee ha. So the AI could be in cars. We already have it. Tesla driving yourself. Who's seen an iRobot? I did. Like, think about how that was going to a different level. Like things you're going to think of, like it was safety protocols. All these robots. Then eventually they turned on you. Think about it, man. History we know. I use a dog. Obviously not my dog. We have our friend, our major friend, looking good, man. I am tapping in, cap on. Otherwise, I am joining. Dude, if you can join, please help me out because I'm kind of short on guests tonight. It will be a big help. I'm gonna owe you big time, brother, if you can. So, a dog, for example. You might, you beat it, and eventually he's gonna bite back. Same thing with AI. It will eventually bite us in the ass. It's not if, it's when it's gonna bite us in the ass. Like you have all this technology now. Like for example, Samsung has all this stuff. Smart what's called the washer and dryer. It all connects. A thermostat. Then you have the doorbells. All these connect. Google has Gemini. That's another AI. Obviously, I use all the time. If you remember what it's called, GTP. That is my go-to thing. And yeah, I might be cheating sometimes. Some of my questions here, I do use that a lot. To be honest, it helps me out, and it always works great for me. But the question is here: are we actually ready for that type of power in our hands? Are we ready? Let's use the military. I love the military. Everybody knows that. I'm a huge military fan. Right here. If I can, there you go. Right here. My military tattoos from all my brothers who served and my sisters out there. King, salute to King who served. Up to him. Boom. CQ. My buddy Wolfie who passed. So yeah. And we have another comment come from Stacy. Her refrigerator too. Yeah, we got refrigerators are smart too. But the question is, are we actually ready for this type of power? That is the question. I'm gonna use. I know this is fiction. I'm gonna use a lot of fiction examples. Transformers. Transformers are machines, obviously, but they're AI based. We have to remember that there are AI based because they're thinking on their own. That's the point of the AI intelligence. Obviously, they're not there to hurt us. They were our side, but you had the other enemy, and get the idea. Then you have it was actually a movie called AI. I can't remember the name of it. Actually, let me look it up really fast. And that was a good example for me. It's because that one is actually hits a little home for me because Yes, AI, Africa Talented, and that was a great, great movie. But it opened our eyes. Another one, um, I don't remember his name, was with shit. What is his name? I'm trying to remember his name now. Give me a second, guys. It'll come right to me because I'm having a brain fart. Robin Williams. Robin Williams did a movie with on an AI base. I'm actually looking for it right now because I don't remember the name of it. Just give me a second to find it. Aha, got it. Um, it was called Bionicle Man, and that was again an AI base. He wanted to become human, and eventually he did. That part doesn't scare me too much because the technology he built to become human saves people's lives. So let's see what Stacey has to say really fast. So we have every chat, specifically the Google customer service chat. That is a good example. The chats have an AI system now. Even if we're applying for a job, that is a good one here. So when you're applying for a job, you're typing away blah 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 whatever, and it's actually Gemini, I believe it or not. This is what King has to say really fast, guys. Before I go, airplanes will be flying without pilots soon. My man, they're already doing it. What are you talking about, King? Androids. We already have androids out there. Think about it. The Global Hawk, I think, is one of them. I think it's called. You're the Air Force guy. You tell me what it's called. Um, it flies itself as Android. Literally, it's playing a video game. Click, 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 and it goes. And Stacey goes at scary, and it is scary because we don't know what Pandora box we're open. I'm not gonna get into that debate right now. I'm gonna do that another. So religion versus AI. I need to contact some priests for that one. I want to get Father Cosadino on this, and it's another one I'll reach out to. But in the meantime, with the AI, we have planes, we got cars. What kind of safety protocols do we have for them not taking over? Now, if you guys remember, Sky Dome, is that what it's called? Hang on a second because I remember what it's called now. Terminator Judgment Day. Trying to name the name, but if you guys anybody remembers what that Terminator intelligence was called, please let me know. It's Sky something. I'm looking up right now because I'm having a brain fart. I want to use that as a lot of reference today because Skynet, here it is. Skynet is actually a real thing now. Yep, you heard me correctly. It is. I don't know too much about it yet. Okay, this is what I'm finding so far. Skynet is a Air Force National Network-based group mine and Air Force General Superior System that serves as the force of the. Oh, this is actually a fixed one. I apologize. I know there's a real one out there. I think this is it actually. Hang on one second. Okay, yeah. It's supposed to monitor their space. There are a couple of them. I'm not sure which one exactly it is. When it's shipping. So if anybody knows what the real Skynet is, please let me know in the comments. It'll be great to know. So, with the whole Skynet thing, if you guys remember, I believe it was they touched base in Terminal 1 and 2, but 3 really hit home for them. It was developed this battle droid, the Terminator. No, the Skynet was supposed to control them, AI. But it turned on them to the point they fired nukes on United States, Canada, Russia, and so on, and leveled everything. And that's where the war started. At this point, I want to ask everybody a question in the comments. And here's my question to you guys. I think it's a legit question. Are you ready to go to war with a machine? Are you? That is my first question to everybody. Please let me know in the comments. Are you ready to go to war? That is the question we need to ask ourselves today. Are we ready to open a battlefield that we don't know how it is going to end? At least now, man versus man, we know the outcome at some point. At some point, one or the other side is going to win that war. All right? And when it does win that war, where are we going to be? As human beings versus human beings, we know, okay, United States, let's say, goes to war with Russia for argument's sakes. We win the war, a peace treaty gets signed. This and this and this it happens, and X, Y, and Z, and so on. This is more political stuff I don't want to get into, but that's the gist of it. Okay, I'm cool with that part. Now, you're fighting a machine. What kind of peace treaty can you have with a machine? Can you even have a peace treaty with a machine? That is another question we have to ask us. Again, here's a second question for the chats. I ask you guys, are you ready to go to war with a machine? Let me know what you guys think. But if we do go to war with a machine, are you ready to have a peace treaty? Here's another good example of a machine turning on a man. The Matrix. They're using us as barriers so they can be charged. Are you really want to open that can of worms? I do understand AI is there to help us and make our lives better. So here's one of the questions I'm going to ask everybody also. You have 3 questions over I'm asking you guys. Are the latest advances in AI technology, how can they improve to the point that it is safe for human mankind to use? That is one. All right, let's see what Stacy has to say really fast. Okay, I think it's a good in some way, but to actually take over my job, no. And the thing is, Stacy, you're in healthcare. It's gonna eventually will replace you. Me as a chef, I'm going to be replaced by an AI at some point, somehow. The reason I say that, we all seen fiction movies, Star Trek, Star Wars, Starship Troopers, and so on. What is one thing they all had is medical droids, AI based again. So how would you feel, Stacy, if you're in a hospital, forget you're in healthcare, and that AI is taking your vitals, taking blood, versus a human being? And that is the question I'm asking specifically to you, Stacy. How do you feel about that? Now, what kind of safety protocols can we put so the worst scenario is we don't go to war with a machine? This one I want to know. I know this is far-fetched, very far-fetched right now. Okay, so she says the robots are in ours. Yes, they are, but I'm asking you in a room. You're laying there. I'm not asking for operation. I know operation is a little difficult sometimes, and I understand that. But in a settings, you're in there for whatever reason in there, X, Y, Z, right? And you need blood taken. Like I said, a human being comes in with nice hands, sanitize their hands, put the glass, whoosh, whoosh, and draw the blood. All right, this is the best sound effects I got, guys. Okay, work with me. So, will you prefer that or? The sound effects I have. Okay. So, I prefer human taking my vitals, to be honest with you. So let me ask you some other questions here, guys. How many of you guys have been to Giant, BJ's? Those are 2 I can know off my head. Have that little robot. that walks around. Beep, boop. One is called Bob, and I'm not sure what Beach's version is. It cleans up any mess like that. Took out the human element already. Wow, that sounds like an AI system. AI has been around longer than we think. We're just seeing it in there. So, say says, well, I'd rather have a real human. I think I rest my case there, Stacey. So, as I was saying, is already in effect. I think AI has been a long time already in more military space. I know King's watching. King, can you answer if you could? If you can, I understand. Don't worry about it. If you can, if you're allowed to, that is. I know you have to contracts and stuff like that when you were in the service. Was AI a thing back then when you were in the service? That's one thing I'm just very curious about. Was it even a possibility? Okay, so development and destroying. Keyword destroying. How can we address issues like banning stuff, private accountability, and so on? Accounts. That is a good question. How do you keep your personal life private through an AI? It knows everything from what kind of women you like, in my case, or men, and whoever's out there as a woman, or what kind of music I like, what kind of clothes I like, how I like my hair done. That's pretty intense a little bit. I understand that it's supposed to be out there to help us, but are we ready for that? Again, guys, whoever's joining us right now, please, the link is in the top of the chat. Please join us. If you don't want to have your camera on, at least have it on for background and make sure who you are. You're welcome to join us today. The platform is open to anybody and anybody. The door is open. Come join me. So, let's talk about this one. Maybe easy for my glasses again. So we're going back and forth like that. There we go. So, the development. Oh, by the way, how is AI expensive to transform job market? Bingo. That's one I want to hit really hard right now. How is the job market going to change? And that is a good question. How is job market going to change? So let's say you're a mechanic for a minute. You're just going for a basic oil change. And we got Mariana in the building. Hey there. Good evening. And of course, good evening to you. So say you're going for a typical oil change, RB6. You drive in like a G Flu. Now all of a sudden you have a machine takes open your hood, drains the plug, change the filter, checks your air tire, fills the top, like all these arms coming out everywhere. Okay. Let me give you another scenario. Factories. Definitely factories. We already see this already happening now. Car manufacturers. You have at least 75% of it run by a machine. Nothing wrong with that. But don't you want the human element behind that machine? They have removed that too. We're back to the AI factor again. I think the job market is going to change so much to the point that we don't know where we're going to get our next paycheck and our next meal. It can influence businesses to adopt different practices too. Making our paychecks is very valuable because you want nice things. This camera, for example, and like phone, mouse. I'm just throwing things out there. Without one major thing, without money, we don't have that. Without money, can't do that. So how do you go get that? That's right. You need a job. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, Batman. Without money and have the job, things are going to change. Huh. So, healthcare again. Let's go touch that base one more time because I have another note on that. In what way a AI remodels the workforce in healthcare, from designing and performing medical procedures or medical everyday practices, giving you medication, uh, risks versus benefits. So, Stacey, let me ask you a question because I know you're in healthcare. Mariana, you too. You're a little bit in healthcare too. What is the risk versus benefits having an AI in your hospitals? I want to hear your professional opinion. How will AI affect goal, motivation, and government taking issues over that? Let's talk about the motivation part. So when AI is kicking in, how can we stay motivated? Let's say it's not this dangerous thing I'm making it to be, and it's just a typical thing. Now, it could be a lot of things. Before I move on, I want to see her comment really fast. So it says there could be more patience, but again, mistaken. We happen to regard a human or a robot. So that's a trick answer in a way. There's some tasks that you might need a robot for. Like you said earlier, surgery, Stacey. Obviously, a robot hand is not going to make the same mistake as I'm good. A human hand, and it will get it perfect every single time inside of you. Makes you think. Having a robot inside your organs, fucking with you, hands grabbing, cutting, sewing, doing this, clapping this. Are you ready for that? Can AI truly be created and how to be used in a field like art, music, literacy, human creation? Okay, so we go know Leonardo DiCaprio made the Picasso. That was human art. And we have all these statues, that's human art. I'm asking now, what kind of art is that going to be when a robot is making it? That's going to be a very interesting one to me. How is that going to do? It's going to be a very interesting one. Makes you think. What are we facing right now? Where are we going? So, and that goes to this one question. What are the advantages and changes associated with automatic systems, such a self-driving car, an Android, and how safe are they? That is a very tricky question right now, I think. And let me ask everybody a question really fast. Hopefully, you guys get a response. I need this question soon. How comfortable do you feel getting in a Tesla? Tell them, take me to Maryland, for example, or take me to Washington D.C. from Pennsylvania, or take me to Ohio, or take me to New York, take me to the Javits Center, Times Square. Let's get you there fast and safe. That's the other question. All right, let's see what Mariana is saying really fast. Feel like being replaced by a robot that cooks, cleans, and serves people. I think AI is biggest mistake that we will ever make, in my opinion. I'm partially agreeing and partially disagreeing. I partially agree AI could replace us all. Not if, it's when. But if we can find a way to use AI without replacing the human factor, I'm all for it. But I don't see that happening. No way, shape, way, or form. So my question is, let's say AI start replacing us. What do we do for work then? Because obviously I'm a chef. If a robot is cooking for me at work, what do I do? How? How do I make money at that point? Is money going to be a thing in the future? Hang on, let me fix this hairdo a little bit. What do you guys think? Am I good now? Anyway, back to this. So let's say robots are replacing all line of work, from police force to military to cooks, lawyers. Don't think about anything else off my head right now. Servers, and so on. What is money? Let's go look at the time. How is that going to change things? How are we doing? Smart ass. Yeah, I need some coffee. For your information, I've been up for 24 hours. I worked a long shift, and I'm still kicking. So, to you. So, how is the money going to look in the future? How is it going to change the way we handle money? Are we going to have our own little personal robots sent to work? Hey, Johnny, are you going to be a good robot today? Go to work, make me some money. Put me, whatever it's called. Those sayings. So, how are we going to do that? Self-driving. When that idea came out, I thought it was foolish. I'm not gonna lie, because didn't know what exactly I was looking at when I saw what it's doing. Okay, fascinating. Autopilot. Then I had this big screen, charging and everything. Oh, okay. That's still pretty fascinating, but dangerous. Me and my father argued about this when it first came out. I'm saying this is gonna replace you. I saw it roll on, and they're already been talking about, once this is fully up and running, it's gonna replace all cab drivers and Ubers in New York and some other states too. So, what role should regard politics play in the development of AI, and how can we be responsible with it? I don't think we can. I don't think we can be responsible with this AI, because, like I said earlier, we're opening Pandora's box with this. That's a somewhat a problem in a way. I think we need something that will put a block to this. That is the question I have for everybody. Let's see what we have going on so far tonight. Do 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 do. Okay. So, the most promising future application for AI, how can we work when AI is already taking over our lives? Hmm. Interesting. How can we? How can we? I don't think I can answer that question right now. I can't even answer at this point because AI is here. It's not going anywhere. It's gonna get bigger. Who remember watching Avengers? I'm gonna use this example. There's reason behind the reason why. So Tony Stark came up with this crazy idea to have this AI system going. Yeah, long day. This system was Jarvis and Unicron. Obviously, Unicron. Is it Unicron? Ultron? Ultron, I'm sorry, Ultron. Was this evil, no, AI that tried to kill Jarvis, and Jarvis won, and he became the Vision eventually. It sounds very fiction, doesn't it? But I don't think it's fiction as much. I think it's more looking down the future. What would it come into? Understanding the importance of aircraft intelligence to compare most most technology average stuff in our times by addressing the key question AI. My show is supposed to aim a lot of these difficult questions, but we're not asking them. Are we ready for this? Are we actually ready to do this with AI? I don't know. I really don't know at this point because that is a very difficult question. In the comments, are you really already opening that Pandora box with AI to the point that we don't know where we're going with this? How this is gonna go? How it's gonna change? Does anybody thought about this stuff for a minute? A second? I know I have. But I'm asking you guys now. Have you thought what is the most developing part about an AI system? How far are we willing to push this whole system? How far? That is the question. So let's ask this question. When we are building this AI system, this new program, what is the most significant program you want to put in? You want to cook, clean, run, chase, box? That's the other thing. Because we don't know what's going to happen. That's all I can say right now. We have absolutely zero idea what is going to happen. So we already know that AI is going to limit our privacy. So what kind of firewall are we going to put between the AI and us? That's all I'm asking right now from everybody. Where are the protocols? What kind of protocols? Are we ready to open that door? Are we ready to exceed a new system? Yeah. That is a major issue right now. Because we don't know. And these questions I'm asking, you see, none of you guys really are responding to these because you guys don't know how to respond to these. I don't think none of you guys have thought about it like in detail, like I have. Hmm. Are you ready to be in detail? Are you ready to make something thinking and work? I can see a killer robots coming after us. But as I'm joking, that is a legit thing. That can actually happen to us. Terminators did happen to us. Like, not over the whole jabbing thing. More like a then developing their own weapons. Using our own weapons against theirs. Yeah, you can say we have EMP blasts. And that is a legit thing. But is it strong enough to take out an AI system? Is it? Is it strong enough to defend us against a militia of robots? Terminators, per se. Are we ready for any of that stuff? There's water. I need water to function. Everybody does. Our body's made like, what, 75, 80% of water? A robot needs oil. We never had a problem with oil already. Oil is going up, gas is going up, all this stuff is going up. If they need oil to function, what is the first thing they're going to go after? Our gas, our oil, our lines. So that is definitely going to be a big problem eventually. We already have this problem, but I think it's going to get worse. Not better. Worse. Well, damn it, guys. Get up here. Somebody get up here and have a conversation with me. I'm serious. I am curious what are you guys thinking. You guys too quiet in the comment? I need somebody to spark this up a little bit with me. Like I said originally, you don't have to have a camera on. You can keep it off. I'm making exceptions to that rule tonight. When you're speeding, you know, obviously, so you're doing 100, you're in 65. A chase. It's not gonna be a chase anymore. It's gonna be more like run for your life kind of thing. There are exceptions to a lot of this stuff. But how fast are we willing to take it? How far are we willing to open the door? Let me get some more questions out here really fast. Give me 1 second, guys. That is the next topic I have, is how far are we willing to go? Stacy comes out and says, I don't think we're ready, but whenever we are or not, it will be here. And she's right. It's coming. How far we will go with AI? Boundaries, beliefs, capitalist shows, low makery shows, YouTube shows, development and repairs, problems with money. Hey, you may have a babysitter who can watch your kid when you're at work now. You don't need to hire somebody. You have a robot to do that. An android, in better terms. Yeah, Ken, I agree and disagree at the same time. Where's my mouse? Here you are. Here's my problem with this. I agree. It's here. Get on board or not. But let's say we get on board. What is stopping it to evolve to another killing machine? That's the question I want to ask you now. What is stopping it? How is stopping us? Is it stopping us? Are we stopping it? That's the question. Big question. Everybody's asking. We don't know where we're going with this, King. We are buddies for a while now. We know things together, we've done things, stupid things, great things, whatever. I think this is one topic I think we're going to disagree. Get on board or left behind. But if you get on board, my possibility is going downhill, whatever this is. By get left behind, you're in a Stone Age. That's interesting. Okay, let's see what we have here. What are the most groundbreaking influence AI currently being researched, and how may it help us in the future? Okay, I'll give that. This is supposed to make our lives as humans a lot better and easier day by day. But are we ready to hit that boundary? Taking that risk? AI to me is a very risky thing. Yeah, I say I watch too many movies. I probably have. And it's okay if I did or did not. But I will say, the fight's coming. Yes, King's right. Get on board or don't get on board. That's the question of the day. Who is ready to get on board? Please, give me some life and tell me. It says that to you. Give me some life and tell me. Okay, so how can humanity and AI coexist? Oh, that is a big question. Let's say this war happens and we find this peace tree. What, we're gonna split the earth in the middle? You go left, I go right. You go on one side of Earth, I go on the other side of Earth. That is the question I have. How do we do it? That is the biggest question. Let me see if Dave is coming on. I'm curious. See, if you say I missed anybody, here, we'll send this app to him. So, oh, maybe send it to him. The question I have right now is, we're trying to take the measures so the worst doesn't happen. But when we let this in, and I already mentioned it before, I'm swinging around for a second round, is the privacy part. How can we protect our privacy data now? We barely can do it now with no AI. And now the AI is finally here in 2024. Definitely be full swing in 2025. I don't doubt it. 26, 27. By 2030, I think we're going to be such involved with it, we will not know what to do with it. We will be trying to turn it off, and we ain't not. It's a. I know I took this from a video game. Obviously, you guys see in the back. I'm a big Call of Duty fan. In Black Ops 2, Wood says, and we develop all the technology and all this stuff. But what happens when the enemy gets the key to our weapons? Let's say AI is it. I know I'm skipping around. Just bear with me. When it comes to this AI system, this thing, how do we know it's time to turn the features off? Maybe by the time we figure out we're running, we just hit the rip button to turn on the programming. We're too fucking late. That is a legit thing. Privacy. Faye says nothing is private anymore. Kind of disagree a little bit because it depends what kind of phone you have. Listen, you might hate Apple or love Apple. One thing I give them a lot of credit for, they are very, very, very good about keeping us private. No problems about it, no questions about it, any of that stuff. So, let's say you're driving a drive-through. And this robot is taking your order. Oh, sir, I'm out. The hell was that? That was spooky. Turn some light on here for a minute. There we go. Something fucking fell. Don't know what that was. Scared the bejesus out of me. But anyway, back to the show. So, we don't know where we're going with this. We're still trying to figure this out. Privacy. Buying a car. Well, fuck that. Everybody knows what kind of fucking underwear I'm wearing now. You know what? It's funny. I'm gonna open what's it called, Amazon for a minute. There's a reason why I like to open Amazon. It says here, keep shopping, continue with deals. The deals is a very fascinating part for me because everything I have browsed, it shows up here, and special stuff. Like I was looking into a couple days ago, of Zumba, whatever it's called. Different brand. Okay. I'm looking at kids' toy, for my buddy, son. Okay. Treadmills, massagers, air mattresses. Everything I have seen over the years, I have shopped. You gotta be fucking kidding me, seriously. Didn't know that make an Android lawnmower. That's fascinating. Because what happened to the old ways to cut grass? We used to do it all the time. Cut grass and post a motor. Remember the open play? Probably our great grandparents. Hey, if our parents watching, he knows what I'm talking about. The old plane. I want to see how much this sucker is. I'm curious now. Fucker, this guy's pretty fucking big. It's not a little tiny thing. It's probably 3 or 4 sizes of my desktop over here. And it's $500. Cut the grass for you. You don't have to be in the hot sun. It goes left. It goes right. It goes up. It goes down. What else can it not do? That is the question we have right now. That's what makes me think. See, that's the problem, Stacy. You depend on these things too much. You don't have one yet. I know that. You have big property. I know that. You post the grass, you cut the grass. Take the human element out of cutting your grass. It makes it easier. I'll give you that. Yes, you need it because you have 10 plus acres. I get it. But first, it starts with grass. Then it starts chasing your dog around. Have you thought about that? The thing goes, I could all, little, Moxie, because I know your dog and you know my dog because they always hang out together. And go, this runs, that comes after it. Who's gonna win that fight, Moxie or the lawn master? That's what it's called, lawn master. Yes, they do have a pool one too. I can actually look it up for you as we speak. I'm curious if they have one. All right, let's see what we have here. Cleaner. Yep, they do have it. They have almost Android on everything now. Sucker's actually more expensive for the pool. Shit. Moxie won't probably survive the Android coming after him. I'll be honest with you. It won't. But that thing is going to be way out of... Moxie? Machine. Moxie? Machine. Get it? It's like, you're here, I'm here, you have me in the middle. It's not going to work. Here. You get the idea. So, where are we going with this? I really want to say this is going to go in a positive way that it's going to modify our lives. Flying cars. Droids driving us around, cleaning, cooking, and we don't have to worry. We can just enjoy life. Forget currency anymore. That's a good question. Actually came out good. If this is going to be a new lifetime, new thing, how is our currency going to react? Is the market going to crash? Is it going to ever recover? Or is it going to be the same, like always? Let's turn this damn thing off. Let's get back. There we go. Are we going to go somewhere that we don't belong? I just realized, guys, every time I do an AI show, none of my guests show up. I'm not even joking. That is the... Yeah. Every time I do an AI show, nobody shows up. Can anybody explain to me in the comments why? But every time I do an AI show, this is the second one I did. No, third time. I'm sorry. The first one was a two-parter, and this is a single-parter. Nobody shows up. I don't get that. Does my prep stink or something? I'm just curious. Why when the AI shows? Let me see if I can get somebody on here. I got one last hope here. Let's see if he comes. He always stirring the pot with this stuff, and he's actually really good. Give him a few minutes to respond. I'm gonna leave my phone right here, so I'm gonna see if he responds or not. So, okay, he read it. That's a good thing. Are we ready for this? Let me actually send him. Oh, today's a debate. That's why nobody's here. No, shit. I totally forgot about that debate. That's a good one actually. If we are actually think about it, the robots could be doing the questionnaire for the debates. Make sure nobody's lying. The androids. Huh. So that is that's the thing. Think about it. They're arguing. That's my best sound. So if they're arguing, these robots can see who's actually lying or not. That's what King says. Yeah, but I am here over the debate. I am watching the highlights. Debate's over already? Huh. Okay. I think that's why nobody showed up tonight. Figures. Is it a curse of the AI, or is it because of the curse of the AI, or is it because of the debate? King, what do you think it is? Curse of the AI or the debate? Because I feel like right now I'm getting cursed every time I do an AI show. Every time, never fails. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see. We talked about this. Talked about this. All right, let's get to. This is what he says. It says, no, what I'm saying, I will be watching the highlights tomorrow. Okay. I'm probably gonna catch it myself tomorrow, to be honest with you guys, because election's coming up and that was spooky. So, where did I leave off? Okay, here. Uh, you know, we need to talk about how it's gonna impact AI is gonna impact socializing, talking to everybody. That is a good question because you know, Facebook it is already involved with AI. If you go in under your messages, it's right there. Uh, I know on your phone version at least it is. Here, let me see. Where is it? Right on top. Ask Mailer AI or search. Even Facebook is already implementing AI. I knew they had a version already in there, but we didn't know. We don't know where it was going to take us. That's the question. So how are we going to be meeting somebody? Let's say you want to meet, you're single, you want to have kids, you want to meet a woman, um, or you're a woman want to meet a husband, whatever. How is that going to make it easier or harder? What you're going to put it in the AI? I want a redhead. Just throwing things in there. Latino, 5'2", uh, Puerto Rican, argument's sakes, 45, whatever. I'm just throwing things out there. And then she's gonna be like, okay, and then all the list comes out. Yeah. So let's see what she says here. We're probably gonna end this soon, guys. We're gonna cut it early tonight, I think. Okay, Samsung S24 has the AI text system. So let me ask you a question, Stacey. Why don't you come up and talk about this for a minute? You keep your camera off and you talk about it. Let me know how do you think about the AI system, text system. I'm curious. If you have it, I'm curious. I don't have it. I have an Android. I have an iPhone. My new AI stuff is coming soon when it launches in the fall. But the question I have for you is, what is so special about the AI system? What is so different about it? And again, you can keep your camera off. That's fine. I know who you are. I'll put you on. I want to hear your opinion about this system. I don't use it. Okay, that doesn't help us right now. But why wouldn't you use it? That is the other question now. Let me seriously, why wouldn't you use it? You have the system, you have the setup. I don't understand why you're not using it. Hmm? There's no reason not to use it. It makes your life easier. So, and it's funny because we're just talking about Samsung, and all of a sudden I got a Samsung ad on Facebook. I know they read acronyms and everything. Unfold your story with Galaxy AI. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder how far down I'm going to scroll and see another AI system. Imagine you want somebody talking to you. No offense, Stacy, but you used to talk to yourself more than anybody. So you're used to that part. You're pretty good at that, I would say. But imagine this AI is walking your dog for you. That would be interesting to me. Because I don't know if I want somebody walking my dog. My dog is my little buddy. He's my boy. He's my homeboy. I don't think anybody's gonna be walking him by me. Not even a robot. Talking for me. Well, okay. Maybe you explain a little more what you mean by talking for me. That makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. Let's see what we got. Anybody coming on tonight? I have nothing through this one. So, let's finish this questionnaires and we get out there. Okay, AI in space and exploration. That is a good one. I want to have space too, because already this is why I say AI has been around for. How can we create effective results from an AI pro involving exploration? That's a risk and reward kind of thing. It will send it out there, obviously, but are we ready for the risks? What can come back with it? What is out there? Another species? A rock? Maybe power? We don't know that. So, what are the existing risks with advanced AI? How can we decrease the risks in the future? I don't think we can. As much safety protocols went up there, this AI will get smarter, get better. But how long can it get better and smarter? And how fast? This is a difficult question. A hard question. Yeah. I think we got to revisit this one is another day that I make sure I have guests on that will show up that will talk about this. Because I can go on and on by myself, but I need somebody to push back with me a little bit. I want to see a different opinion on this. So I think we're going to call it for tonight. I'm just going to do an hour tonight. Usually 2 hours for you newcomers. I think the debate is stopping a lot of people to come on, and that's fine. So before we close out, guys, what is your biggest fear of AI? I want to hear that before we go. That is my biggest question. I'm gonna wait a few minutes because I know, Restream has a delay. But how far we're willing to go with AI, explore boundaries and intelligence, take views on a journey into the future by addressing those questions. That I am going to address these questions on the show. Today didn't work out because of the debate, but we will address this eventually, sooner or later. It's coming. I have to make sure I have a non-debate guy. But really fast, I don't really talk about politics, but make sure one thing you do, everybody, go out vote. I'm serious. Your voice is more powerful than you think it is. Forget the experience bullshit and everything. Vote. You know what? I did not touch base. Why is my beard gone? I forgot to talk to you about that, guys. I have my reasons behind it, but one big reason is a little change. Why change good? Before we go, I want to talk about this. Why change is good, and it's special. And yes, I do have a chin. Believe it or not, under that long beard, I had a chin. It's time to understand when you need to make a change is the best time for you. I didn't want to, I was really nervous to shave that board. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this. I said I would do a whole year, but I didn't. It's okay. I didn't lie or anything. My beard, I can shave it whenever I want. But are we ready for this? Are we ready for a change? I was. That's why I did it. Nice change. And I have some other reasons behind it. I mean, that's my personal reasons. I'm going to keep it to myself now. So, obviously, you guys don't care about my beard right now. You care about AI. Like I said, we can come back to this. I'm going to swing back maybe in 2-3 weeks and talk about it again. A part 2 of it. Actually, when I have guests on it. So, guys, let's end it here for tonight. As always, I am Grooming and Reviews 101, the Ghost of Sparta. Stay safe, stay safe, and stay fresh. See you guys next time.